So Mission San Luis has many children's activities and camps and so forth. Right now, Ms. Karen, what are we looking at?
We're looking at a mock dig, and this is an archaeology camp.
Right.
It's set up as a dig because we don't want kids to dig up real artifacts. We basically have this box that was made by the Boy Scouts for us, and they basically have them excavate the thing and they find certain things. The boys over to the left are screening the dirt to look for artifacts. And this way they learn that archaeology is not just about things, finding things, it's about the information that artifacts and how they're found in the ground, what information that tells us. And they can tell us basically how old the artifact is it before the mission period, if it's below a certain point, and just a whole lot of information that has allowed the archaeologists to help us actually have plans to reconstruct the buildings. Okay, we're going to head over to the blacksmith shop next. I'm going to be going beep beep beep. So.
We'll have everyone feel like they're on a Disney ride. Now, how much land does the mission have?
66 acres. Not all, and we have not dug most of the site. We have recovered maybe 1% of the information that will, as future years go on, that we'll be able to have. There's our chickens over there. Some of them born right here. We've got a beautiful rooster who I don't know where he is. But anyway.
So here in Mission, we really are trying to recreate life as it was when the Spaniards came.
And over here is our field crop garden, where we grow amaranth and all the vegetables, the garden vegetables that you use for cooking. This group of volunteers in the blue shirts are volunteers, and they're gardening volunteers. And we have people who do all sorts of things, and we really appreciate our gardeners because they're out here in this weather helping us keep the weeds down.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hi. Oh, don't break your camera. Take a picture of me.
But the field crop is just really interesting because what we try to do is grow types of vegetables that were found here or we knew were growing in Florida, which means we can't grow everything. We have to ask the archaeologists what is accurate. We don't find any tomato seeds in the ground, but we know they had tomatoes because they had tomatoes in St. Augustine. And tomato seeds are one of those things that don't last very well in the ground after 300 years. The other thing that is instructive is that, we say here at the mission that not everybody may have been Catholic, not everybody may have been Spanish and or Mestiza or Appalachian, but everybody had to eat. So people are always fascinated by food. And we have an event in the fall called Giving Thanks, which is our sort of a foodways event, and we go deeply into the foodways of the Appalachian and the Spanish people who lived here, and compare and contrast. It's one of our most popular events, and people are always trying to eat the food.
So in Mission San Luis, it really is easy to become part of the era, to really put yourself back into time and be part of it. And y'all have been open for how long? It is a living archaeological site and village, as it were.
Right. It's been open to the public really since, in certain ways, since the archaeology started. I know I came here before anything was built, and I was able to see the archaeologists working, and there were signs and exhibits. But really it's only in the past maybe 15 years that there's been an ongoing interpretive program, and of course that's Costumed Living History. And it is a program that's very engaging for the public and school children because you're not just being talked at. You can touch some things, you can smell some things. If it were cool today and not rainy, you smell the fire before you saw it. So there's a real sense of engaging all the senses, which is, for children, allows them to learn more quickly and also retain the knowledge more.
Well, that's the part Babushka loves, as you well know. And I agree with you. I think that really brings things home because they feel like they could have done that. They're part of that.
Right.
And not only children.
Oh,
The grown-ups love that too.
Grown-ups especially love it.
All right, so now we have our food. Over there was the kitchen where we went to. Open kitchen, as Consuelo was kind enough to tell us and explain. Now, what will be the next thing we're going to follow?
We're going to see the blacksmith shop.
Okay. Another very vital member of the community.